Dyson came out with new Airwrap attachments. This right here is the old, this right here is the new. So the first size is the bigger size, which is the 1.6 inch. And then we have the 1.2 inch right here. I like that the length looks really good. I'm excited, so let's jump into it. I'm gonna prep my hair using the IGK, their Good Behavior 4-in-1 spray. My hair is, I would say, maybe like 65% dry. I'm gonna use my hair dryer attachment to kind of dry the roots as much as I can, but not really focus on the ends because I want the ends to get those nice waves happening, give my hair body and volume instead of more like that beachy wave that I usually do with these. I'm gonna start using the 1.2 inch and I'm gonna look at the areas where they're going and I want the waves to be away from my face. Nice. Let's go to the shorter one. I want to see if there's going to be a difference. Look at that.
Differences?
I mean, this one's obviously it's a little bit higher versus this one. I feel like I started the hair a little bit lower. Obviously, you could see I'm using all of the barrel with the shorter size versus this one. It was just kind of right in the center. So I'm gonna keep going, half going around my head. Long one on left, short one on the right. I think the ends look much better on the left side versus the right. See how it's like getting off of the barrel? There's too much product, too much hair, I mean. I really like this long barrel. It makes such a big difference because I just place it and the hair wraps where it needs to wrap and it doesn't over wrap the section, which makes it so much easier. It makes it a lot more convenient and consistent, especially for your hair length. Like if you have hair length like mine, maybe a little bit longer. I like to curl most of my hair all the way up to my roots just because it's in that awkward length. If you have longer hair, you can curl like halfway and it's gonna look beautiful. But if you have shorter hair, I feel like you might enjoy the shorter barrel, just like I love the shorter barrel for my shorter hair because I think it does a really beautiful job. And it is taking a little bit longer just because I am using a thinner barrel, so I'm taking smaller and thinner sections. But I'm so far, look at that body. Are you kidding me?
You mean like the hair doesn't wrap on top of itself?
Correct. That way I don't have to go as long and I think it gives a better look and it gives more of like elongated wave instead of more of like a body and volume, if that makes sense. And you can see that my hair still has quite a bit of moisture left even though it looks pretty dry. If it's wrapping around the barrel with ease, then that means my hair is still good. So let's see if it's still nice and damp or enough moisture to wrap itself around. But you see how it's like over wrapping? You see how he keeps going to the over top? You see the difference, the way it looks? It looks a little more matted on this side versus the other side. Very clean look. Okay, I'm done. Took me about half an hour to do my full head. Honestly, I can see and feel a huge difference when I'm using the longer barrel versus the shorter barrel. They're both the same size width, but the length is a lot bigger. And I think you get so much more real estate. And because I wanted to curl all of my hair as much as I could to the root of my head, the longer barrel definitely outperforms and outweighs the pros, the cons, everything for the shorter barrel. Like I said, the shorter barrel I think is good for people that want to do like certain sections, not the full section of hair. I think somebody with shorter hair than mine, like I said, I loved using this when my hair was a lot shorter. I think it did a beautiful job, but I think somebody that wants to get as much wave or curl in your hair, the longer barrel is so much better and it works a lot more consistent. Everything's a lot more even. You're getting a lot of even airflow, heat on your hair. So definitely, I don't know why they didn't come out with these instead of these, in my opinion. I do like the thinner barrel for more of a nice curl, a nice wave to the hair. If you're gonna use the thicker one, I think if you have very long hair, thick hair, somebody that wants more of a body, more of a bend rather than a wave, you're gonna enjoy the 1.6 inch. But you guys, I'm so happy they finally came out with the longer barrels. I think, like I said,
Everybody says the same thing.
exactly. Everybody says the same thing. Like, these are way too short for most people. So I'm excited. The reason why I'm not really touching my hair right now, I just wanna make sure everything is nice, cooled off. And the one thing with the Dyson Airwrap, if you're using the barrels, you have to use the cool shot, which is right here, for at least 10 seconds once you're done basically styling the hair. That kind of just secures everything, locks it in place. And I think that's where the biggest thing was for a lot of people. The style didn't last as long as they thought they would, and they didn't really use the cool shot at the very end of each section of hair. It does add a little bit of extra time on top of your styling, but the results, and they last a lot longer. Your hairstyle will last a lot longer, in my opinion, and from what others have told me as well. We'll see what they look like at the end of the day. I'm gonna brush them out, just using the same brush. And for these kind of waves, I like the style brushed out. I think it looks best on me personally. Gives it that like kind of old Hollywood look. Look at that bounce and body. All right, y'all, I'm gonna leave it here. I might do one update at the end of the night to see how they last, but I'm just so happy they finally brought these out. And they have been out, I think, for at least half a year, but I just got my hands on them at Ulta. So each box, it comes with a left and a right, and each box retails for $39.99. So $39.99, $39.99, but you get one of each. So you get a left and then you get a right, or whichever way. Right, left in each box. So it's not bad, but you do have to have the Airwrap to begin with. And I think the cheapest option they have is like is it $359? Or $400. So I think the full Airwrap styler, the complete set, I think it's $549, which I recommend, especially if you're gonna use something like this on a weekly/daily basis, if that's how you're gonna style your hair, which I've had this for so long, since basically they came out, because I worked with them when this product just came out, and I've been using it since, and it's basically replaced all of my other hair dryers that I have been trying out. So I cannot recommend it enough. There is a little bit of a learning curve to this, especially with the barrels. Like I said, you kind of have to play with it, see what your hair needs. For example, how long to hold each section, what kind of hair do you have? Does it dry really fast and easy? Or do you need to kind of finesse with it and make it work? And like I said, please don't forget the cool shot to really set your style in place. Quick update at the very end of the night to show you guys what the hair is looking like. It still looks very bouncy, very voluminous. Emma approves. I think the left side with the longer barrel, there's more definition and they're a little tighter still, versus the right side, and there's more of a wave happening like right here, but it's not as tight towards the top anymore. They both, I think, still look really pretty, still look very voluminous, still full of body and bounce, shine. And you guys, like I said, that cold shot or cool shot is a necessary, in my opinion, or at least I think it works very well, and that's what the Dyson hairdressers also said. They're saying the Cool Shot really helps give the best results after you're done styling the hair with the heat. I already mentioned, and I'm gonna mention it again, I'm very happy that Dyson brought the longer barrels for people with really long hair, medium length hair, or just want a lot more wave in their hair. I think these are great. The shorter ones, the original ones, are good for people with shorter hair or somebody that just kind of wants to put a little bit of something in their hair if their hair is a lot longer. All right, guys, thank you for spending time with me and these new hair attachments for the Dyson Airwrap, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye.